Hello everyone and welcome to another update. In this update I've got a few new developments. I've finally got some track laid, which is good, and I've got some new toys to play with, one being the video camera that I'm filming on right now. So hopefully the videos will be in much higher quality from now on. Right, so first off I'll mention this about the track. I decided to make my test project, or test layout, in P4. For those of you who are unfamiliar with what P4 is, it's the same 4mm to 1 foot scale that double is, but the gauge is a little bit wider. So instead of it being 16.5mm, I think double is, it's now 18.83mm. So it's sort of more sort of prototypical. Reasons for this is just because I've seen a few layouts that are in P4 and I really love the look of them, and I just thought, well, as it's such a small layout, why not give it a go, see what happens. So that's what I've done. So I'll show you that in a minute, and I'll show you the few little things I've bought since then, and show you where I'm at. So I'll show you right now. Right, the first thing that I purchased after seeing Mark from the Western Centurion channel was a 2-watt drill that comes with 2 batteries, and it was £99 at Screwfix, so quite a good deal, which will be very useful for me for when I'm working up in the loft, because there's going to be a lot of woodwork need doing and stuff like that. So bargain, I thought. Next thing, an Antex temperature controlled iron. This is a 50-watt. It only goes down to as low as 200 degrees, as you can see. But I think it'll be more than suitable for what I need to do, and I will need that for quite a few things, as you'll see in a few minutes when I show you the track. As you can see here, I bought a load of different tips for the soldering iron, which I think will be coming quite useful. As you can see, some of them are really fine, so depending on what work I'm doing, I think they will come in very useful. Obviously I've also bought the Sony 450CX, I think it is, camcorder and tripod, which I'm filming on now. So that was another expensive purchase. But my final thing was this little LMS plug, which I bought second hand. It's a lovely little locomotive. Not really what I was after. However, with that comes a free set of P4 ultra scale wheels, which I can't tell you how much that will be useful. So that's going to be my first locomotive that I try and convert to P4. And these wheels normally sort of there's pretty much just 6 months waiting time, and it can double the cost of the locomotive. So I got all this for just under 50 quid, which I thought was an absolute bargain. So I shall be having fun with that. Right, so now for the bit that you've been waiting for, the track, and here it is. So the blue tack's been there just to hold down the sleepers and everything while I sort of glued it all in place. The sleepers themselves are plywood, and they have been dyed 3 times with this colour on wood dye, Jacobean dark oak. I think that the colour is about right, especially once you've added in a bit of weathering and stuff later on. All these sort of individual plastic chairs have had to been threaded onto the rail one at a time, and I assure you that took a long time to do. And quite fiddly too, but there we go. The rail itself is bullhead rail, not flat bottom rail, which you get with Pico track. I had no choice but to make track anyway, because you can't buy P4 track and RTR, well, only flexi track, but then of course you need to squivel the points. I've not put any slide chairs on where this point is, because I haven't put the tie bar on yet, as you can see. I'm still looking into different options for that, so that's sort of one of my next jobs to do. I need to paint all these plastic chairs and the track, get it all weathered, get it all look nice. Where these joints here are here, I'll have these plastic, see if I can get right in on that. They're like, you can probably see there, these little plastic push plates, to hopefully provide a nice clean join where the track will join up. So I'll sort of let you see down the track there. Yeah, it took me a little while there to build all this. It isn't quite straight yet anyway, because I've not sort of set it all down. I've got to take all this blue tack off and all the paper and everything, but you know, you can sort of see what I was aiming for anyway. Obviously it's a bit wonky there, I've got to move it about and join it all properly, but yeah, I'm quite impressed, quite happy with the outcome of that. This has been my little test wagon throughout, with a set of P4 wheels on it. I'll show you the difference. This is like an old 00 set of wheels that were on this wagon originally, and we see quite a sort of deepish flange there, and that's the sort of host of it. And then this is the P4 one, so you can sort of see the difference in size there. And if I can get it zoomed in, you can sort of see what I mean by it's just everything's so much finer on it, which sometimes you'd put sort of springing or compensate these a little bit so that they sound the track better, but because this is all one board anyway, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I've got to also put in all the wiring for all this, for the electrical connections, so I've got to look into that as well. So quite a lot to do really. What I will do is I'll show you what this track compares to, how this track compares to Pico track. So here's some of the P4 track I've been making. As you can see, all these are movable as well, so once all this is glued down, the track can then expand and contract without affecting anything. so that's quite good. But yeah, so here's the here's some double O track from many years ago, so you can probably see the difference. If I try and line this up, you might see the difference here. Where is it? There we go. So yeah, that's still getting used to this camcorder. So that's pretty much it really for the track work. I've put little sort of star markings there. That's where the track will probably end, but it all depends on the wagons after I put couplings on and everything. I've got to make sure that everything is long enough, and then cut it all to size. So yeah, quite a few jobs left to do. So hopefully it'll probably be a little while before my next update, because there is so much to do. But hopefully next time there should be a lot more progress. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.